Kara could have killed them all. She had done worse in wars. The Dominion pretended never happened. Her body was built for crushing hulls and breaking lines. But Aaron's blood was on the floor, and for some reason that mattered more than victory. She grabbed him, shielding him with her bulk, retreating through smoke and falling metal as the station shook itself apart. Phyrexian reinforcements arrived too late to stop the humans, but fast enough to see Kara carrying a human in her arms. They shouted at her. They called her traitor. They called Aaron a parasite. They ordered her to drop him and return to the Dominion for judgment. Kara kept moving. Her wound leaked. Her steps grew heavy. But she did not drop him. She did not let the human become debris again. She forced open an emergency craft, shoved Aaron inside, and launched into the cold between worlds, just as the station behind them split in half like a dying beast. In the ship's dim light, Aaron looked like a ghost. His breathing was thin. His skin was cold. Kara pressed her hand to his chest and felt his heart fight, small but stubborn. She had never understood human weakness, but she understood this. The human was still trying. She set the craft toward a barren moon where old mining tunnels cut into rock like scars. There she hid, sealing entrances, burning out tracking signals, keeping Aaron alive with supplies stolen from both sides. Days blurred. Aaron woke in pain. He saw Kara sitting near the entrance, not sleeping, watching the dark as if it could betray her at any moment. He tried to speak. His voice cracked. He asked why she had saved him. Kara stared at him for a long time. Then she said something Aaron did not expect. She said she did not like how it felt to be left behind either. The words were simple. They should not have mattered. But Aaron's eyes filled, and he turned his face away, ashamed of his tears. Kara did not mock him. She shifted closer, carefully, as if approaching a fragile thing. Her hand hovered near his shoulder. She did not touch. She was afraid of her own strength. Aaron reached for her wrist instead, guiding her hand to his shoulder with slow patience. Her fingers trembled. She pressed lightly, like she was learning a new language. Aaron exhaled, a sound that was half laugh, half sob. In that touch, something changed between them. Not romance in the simple way humans imagined. Something deeper. A shared permission to exist. The hunters came anyway. First Phyrexian scouts, then Dominion trackers, then human squads following old signals and new hate. The galaxy did not allow outcasts to build a home. It demanded they choose a side or be erased. Kara moved them from moon to wreck to shadowed asteroid fields. Each flight tore her wound open again. Aaron tried to help. He patched her armor. He cleaned blood. He learned to read Phyrexian controls with his damaged hand. He could not fight like a soldier, but he could endure, and endurance became his weapon. Still, the pressure closed in. On a frozen world where the sky stayed gray and the wind cut like knives, they were trapped between two forces. Humans landed first, surrounding the valley with drones and rifles. Phyrexians arrived behind them, heavy troops moving like a wall. Aaron stood in the center with Kara, feeling small in a world that wanted him dead twice over. The human captain spoke through a loudspeaker, calling Aaron an infected traitor, demanding he step away from the alien and return for debrief. Aaron recognized the lie. Debrief meant prison or execution. The Phyrexian commander spoke next, calling Kara cursed and unfit, ordering her to surrender the human so the Dominion could cleanse the shame. Aaron looked up at Kara. Snow clung to her armor. Her breath steamed. Her eyes were fixed on the lines of guns. Aaron realized she was ready to die here. Not for the Dominion. Not for conquest. For him. The thought almost crushed him more than her weight ever could. Aaron stepped forward before fear could stop him. His legs shook. His scarred arm hung stiff. His voice was not loud, but the valley carried it. He told the humans that they had abandoned him first. He told them that if humanity meant anything, it should mean not throwing away its broken. He told them Kara had not treated him like a tool. She had treated him like a person learning to breathe again. The captain laughed and raised his rifle. The first shot hit Aaron high in the chest. He fell into snow that burned with cold and heat at once. The second shot tore through his side. He tried to breathe. He could not. The sky spun. He heard Kara scream. It did not sound like anger. It sounded like loss. Kara moved like the end of the world. She lifted Aaron into her arms, shielding him as bullets struck her armor, as Phyrexian fire answered back, as the valley became chaos. But she did not fight to win. She fought to protect what she held. Aaron's blood soaked her hands. His eyes fluttered. His lips turned pale. Kara lowered her head close to his face, as if her breath could keep him here. She whispered for him to stay. She whispered that he could not leave her the way the Dominion left her, the way humans left him. Aaron tried to speak. Only air came out. His hand found her chest plate again, the same place he had grabbed on the station floor. He did not let go. Kara's voice broke, and in that break the curse inside her answered. The brand on her spine burned like fire. Her body began to lock up, a Dominion failsafe meant to stop cursed ones from choosing their own bonds. Pain tore through her muscles. She staggered, still holding Aaron, still refusing to drop him. The valley blurred with snow and blood. Kara sank to her knees, her strength failing for the first time in her life, and she understood the cruel truth. The Dominion had never feared her size alone. It had feared what she might choose if she ever loved anything. Aaron's heart slowed under her hand. In desperation, she pressed her palm harder, not crushing, but searching for a rhythm, a way to keep him from slipping away. And then she felt it. A pulse that was not just blood. A resonance, faint but clear, spreading through Aaron's body like a song too stubborn to end. It traveled into her hand, into her bones, into the brand itself. The mark flared bright, then began to crack like old paint under heat. Kara gasped as something inside her loosened. Not strength. Not rage. Balance. Control. The same stubborn human adaptation that kept Aaron alive, when he should have died, was reaching for her too. Not to dominate her, but to match her, to bridge the gap the galaxy insisted could not be crossed. The gunfire faltered. Humans hesitated as their sensors screamed with readings they could not name. Phyrexians stepped back as if they were witnessing Forbidden's ritual. Kara rose slowly, still holding Aaron, her body heavy but no longer trapped by the curse. She looked at both armies and spoke with a voice that made the air feel smaller. She said the Dominion's law was fear. She said Earth's law was convenience. She said both had made monsters by abandoning their own. Then she did something no one expected. She walked forward, not to attack, but to lay Aaron gently on the snow, careful as if placing a fragile relic, as she knelt beside him like a guardian. Aaron's eyes opened for a heartbeat. He saw her face close to his. He saw the brand on her spine dimming. He tried to smile. It was weak, but it was real. Kara pressed her forehead to his, a simple gesture learned from watching humans in old recordings, and her voice dropped so low, only he could hear. She told him she was not too big for him. She told him he had already survived her world. She told him that if the galaxy demanded he let go, then the galaxy could learn what humans did best. Humans adapted. Humans endured. Humans held on. Aaron's fingers tightened once more around her armor. His chest rose. A breath came, shallow but there. Another followed. His heartbeat steadied, still fragile, still human, still refusing to end. Around them, the two armies stood frozen, weapons lowered not from kindness, but from confusion and shame, because the truth was now visible in the snow. The weakest human had not become a traitor. He had become a bond. The cursed Phyrexian had not become soft. She had become free. Neither side won that day in the way wars usually counted victory. But something changed that was harder to kill. Rumors spread across systems about a human who survived abandonment and a Phyrexian who broke a curse without violence. Aaron recovered slowly, carried by Kara through nights of pain and long silences where no words were needed. He remained scarred. He remained imperfect. But he was no longer alone. Kara remained massive. She remained dangerous to those who tried to chain her. But she learned the gentle strength of careful hands, the kind that did not crush. And in the vast dark, with stars cold and distant, two outcasts moved forward together. Proof that hope was not a gift given by rulers or armies, but a choice made by the rejected. A bond built by those who refused to let go, even when the universe told them they were too small, too broken, or too big to belong.